Hello and welcome to challenge number 1 on the 10 Days of React challenges. Today we are going to display data with JSX. Now let's take a look at what the challenge requires of us. We're going to tab over, and this is the starter code sandbox. You'll find the link to this in the post. Now, what we have here is we're importing React. We have React DOM. You may be familiar with this in your React applications. What we have given you is an object here, and you can see const user is equal to an object right here. And this object has a couple properties on it. We have name, location, food type, which Chris is me. I like everything, so that's why that's there. Age, 28. I'm actually 30 now. Likes, Twitter username, and avatar. Once we have all of this information, we're going to use JSX, which is React's templating tool. And we're going to display this user information on our code sandbox. And you can see that right here, we have our image here. We have an H3 with a link here, and this links to my Twitter, which is twitter.com/ChrisOnCode. So you're going to have to make that since the Twitter URL is not in that object. Next, we have location. What I eat is everything, age, likes, and Twitter, which is also a link. With that user object there, all you have to do is use JSX to display this data. So I'm going to give you some time, and I'm going to go back to our slides here. Go ahead and try to complete the challenge. Once you are ready to go, just unpause this video. So you can pause it now, try the challenge out, unpause it, and we'll get right into the solution. Happy coding. All right, welcome back to the solution part of this video. We're going to take our starter code sandbox, and we have that here. We have const user, and that's the object that we talked about. And we have here some simple text for display user info. Here, happy coding. Let's go down to our application. And one thing I didn't note in the beginning of this video is we actually already added some CSS to this, so you don't have to draw any of the CSS yourself. If you go into your file explorer, open up styles.css. Let me zoom in real quick. Styles.css, we have some for app, user deets, which this class was already used. We have image, the any A hovers, H3 strong, and that's it. So let's talk about how we can format this and use JSX to display this user information. Now, JSX is the templating tool for React, and you're going to be using JSX in every single React application that you build. Let's go down here. Let's take the name first, because I think that will be probably the best way to get started. Let's go down here. We're going to remove all this display user info here. Happy coding. So now we are left with this user deets div. Inside of here, we're going to start with our H3. And we already have access to this user object. So the way that we can tell JSX to actually use JavaScript to insert a variable, and we call that interpolation, we're going to use our JSX brackets, open and close them. And now anything inside of these brackets, let me zoom in real quick. Anything inside of these brackets will be evaluated with JavaScript thanks to JSX and React. Now in here we say user.name because we have the user object and the name is there, and automatically Chris on Code shows up thanks to Code Sandbox updating our application right in browser. And let's go full screen for this. All right, next up we had the location. Now, this was a little different because it had some kind of formatting on it. We're going to create a p tag here. We're going to create a strong tag for location. And this is just the label. And notice how it's already formatted. That's because our CSS had some of that formatting. If you didn't get the formatting like this, don't worry. The main part of this challenge was to make sure that we are able to display data using JSX. You have to be comfortable using JSX because you're going to use it in every single React application that you're ever going to build. Next up, we had user.location, just like that. And if I hit save, Code Sandbox will automatically format things for me. Very nice. We're just going to copy this whole thing right here, paste it for eats. And what else did we have? Let's scroll up here. We had eats, which is food type, age, likes, and Twitter username. Okay, so let's go down here. We have eats and user.food type, I believe is what we called it. There we go. And next up, we had eats, we had age, and we had likes. So we have age here. Okay. That shows up age right there. Very nice. And we have likes right here. And this is going to be likes. Great. So notice how we have information, we have data in our JavaScript, and React can easily show that using interpolation and JSX with our brackets. The next thing we're going to do is the Twitter handle, and we're going to leave the linking a little bit later. So we have Twitter here, and this is going to be, what did we call that? Let's scroll up, Twitter username. So I'll just copy that right here from the user object, and we'll go down here to user.likes. There we go. So now we have that, but it's a Twitter handle, so we're going to put an @ in front of it, and we'll just type in the @ outside of our JSX brackets. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. Next up, let's handle our link. Since this is going to be a link over to my Twitter profile, yours if you wanted to update that user object for your own information, we're going to do an A tag here. href is equal to something, and then let's move this other A tag out over here. Now notice how HTML has the A tag. It automatically added our little styling to it. We can hover and see the underline, so we know that it's a link. How do we bind information to an attribute in React? So notice that we are just displaying data here using our JSX interpolation. How do we do it for an attribute? We have href here. We can just delete these two strings, these two quotes, and we'll open up our JSX brackets again. And this is the cool thing about JSX. Anywhere we put brackets, React will say, okay, I need to evaluate whatever is inside of those brackets. Now we have here href. We're just going to say user.twitter username. Okay, so that might be the start of what we do, but that's not actually a link that goes anywhere. So if we look, we can right click this, we can inspect, and over here we have, let's zoom in on that. Where'd it go? Here we go. We have an href is equal to Chris on code. So that's not actually a link. It doesn't have an HTTP, HTTPS, or anything like that, so it's not going to go anywhere. We have to actually add HTTPS to this ourselves. Let's start with our ES6 template backticks. So now this is actually a string, and this is kind of a way that we can add text to JSX interpolation, HTTPS twitter.com/ and then we're going to do $ curly bracket and then close our curly bracket. So if you aren't familiar with the ES6 template string syntax, this is a way that we can actually create a string and put variables inside of this string. So that's kind of a newer way to add variables to a string. Now we're just saying React, hey, this is a string with a variable inside of it, and you're going to use JSX to evaluate it. This is the same as saying up here, let's go up to our app. We can actually create a variable inside of this app component called const URL is equal to, and I'm going to do HTTPS twitter.com/ user.twitter username. So now that we have this variable, which is a string that has this variable here, we're going to copy this URL, go down here, and we're just saying, hey, React, you're going to use this URL variable as the href. So let's go down here. Let's make sure this works. Right click, inspect element. And where are we at? HTTPS twitter.com/ Chris on code. So that works exactly how we expected it to. Very nice. What we also want to do is we want to make sure that the name here, Chris on code, is linked as well. So we're going to copy this entire A tag right here, scroll up, and we can put this right inside of the H3. Right there. And now this is linked as well. The final part to this, the very last part, we have been able to use interpolation to just display data right to the screen. We have been able to create a new variable using our data, which is this URL right here. We have been able to bind a variable to an attribute. And next up, we're going to use an image tag, source is equal to, and we're going to use our JSX brackets. And we're going to use user.avatar since we already have that in our user object right here. Very nice. Now let's see. For images, we also want an alt, and we're going to go user.name. And for JSX and React, we always want a self-closing tag. So there we go. Now our images here, you could even link that if you wanted. You could actually copy that A tag, wrap that around the image, and now your image is linked. So now you can see how we have taken JSX and React and displayed user information straight to the screen, straight to our users using good old interpolation and these JSX brackets right here. All right, that wraps up challenge number 1. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you in challenge number 2.